Hello, I'm Phil Ernest, and on today's video, I will show you how to catch the bus from Sukhothai to Chiang Rai and what you will see along the way. But first, I'd like to show you the town of Sukhothai. You are looking at a Buddhist temple in Sukhothai. Sukhothai is a 1-hour flight north of Bangkok. Its population is 600,000 people. Upon entering a temple in Thailand, it is considered customary to take your shoes off and leave them outside the door. This was interesting, a Buddha with many heads on one body. From the many temples I have been in, this was the very first time I had ever seen anything quite like that. You might be wondering, why are there so many Buddhas in this temple? The answer is, these are not all Buddhas. A lot of these statues you are looking at were actually monks at one time, that they have rewarded by being a great monk by making a statue out of them. So think of it as a Hall of Fame for monks. If you're finding this video informative, please give it a thumbs up. And see that logo on the lower right-hand corner of the screen? Please hit that to subscribe to the channel. The primary reason people would come to Sukhothai is to tour the historical parks. If you would like to see the video that I made on that, please click on the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Thailand is known for having really good street food, and you're paying half the price that you would at a restaurant. Check out what this guy's got grilling. After it has been fully grilled, it's ready to be sold. And here they have beef, chicken, and pork for your eating pleasure. Now you might be wondering, how safe is this street food to eat? Well, it's like anything, you're taking your chances when you go into a restaurant. I can truthfully say I have never been sick from eating street food in Thailand. Look at this guy, he's come up with his own creation, a pizza cone for 39 Thai baht, which is equivalent to about $1.10. And then there's the ladies with their hot wok and vegetables. It is always a treat watching them crack an egg with one hand and stir the vegetables with the other hand. These ladies are selling hot dogs and meatballs on a stick. In Thailand, they have a heavy Chinese influence, so it's not uncommon to see Chinese food being sold in the streets. This stand is serving the traditional Thai pancake, hot off the grill. If you're in the mood for some dim sum, you could find it at this stand. And conveniently placed right next door, some freshly squeezed juice. On this night, I opted for the pad thai, and it came served hot on a big banana leaf. I'm sitting down here to eat one of Thailand's favorite dishes, pad thai, in a small restaurant. Let's test it out for you. Very good. And really hot. After eating, I started my walk back to my hotel. I noticed all of these birds that had gathered around the area, and they were loud. It was eerie. It was like something out of an Alfred Hitchcock movie. I never was able to find out why these birds had gathered around here, but the people in the city did say that it happens every single night after the sun sets. To give you an idea on how loud these birds are, take a listen for yourself. The next morning, I was up early, heading to the Sukhothai bus station to catch a bus that would ultimately take me to Chiang Rai. But first, I would have to catch the first bus that would take me to Phitsanulok. This would be a 1-hour and 45-minute bus ride to this small town. During the pandemic in Thailand, it is mandatory to wear a face mask while using public transportation. And speaking of the pandemic, the bus schedules have been slightly altered because of it. For example, for this bus to Phitsanulok, there was only one bus for the day, and that one was leaving at 7:30 in the morning. You don't need a reservation to ride the bus. However, I would advise stopping by the bus station if you possibly can the day before you are to travel, just to make sure the schedule hasn't been changed. The price for the one-way bus ticket to Phitsanulok is 42 Thai baht, which is equivalent to $1.25 US. Since reservations are not required, I would at least advise you to be at the bus station a half hour before the bus is to leave, just to avoid any rushing at the last minute and complications that may come up unexpectedly. One of the reasons why I opted for the bus was to see the beautiful countryside of Thailand and maybe see anything cool and unexpected I might see along the way. And I was not to be disappointed when I saw these two men taking their cows for an early morning walk along the side of the road. That was pretty cool. Along the 1 hour and 45-minute bus ride, you'll see a lot of open fields, and rice fields to be exact. Thailand is one of those countries that you'll have a lot more appreciation for it, seeing it by land, than just flying over it in an airplane. The bus was air-conditioned and the seats were comfortable. The bus employees were helpful and courteous. I had absolutely no issues at all. Hopefully, if you do take the bus, you'll experience the same top-quality service that I experienced. This is the Pitsunulok bus station. When you arrive here, you will have time to get off the bus, purchase your bus ticket for Chiang Rai, and then get back on the bus. So, no need to rush, but then again, you don't want to take too much time as well. The bus trip will take you 6 hours and 20 minutes to get to Chiang Rai. The cost of the ticket is 331 Thai baht, which is equivalent to $9.84 US. Since this bus ride is over 6 hours, they will stop about 3 or 4 times along the way to stop at other bus stations to pick up passengers and let off passengers. That will give you a chance to get out and use the restrooms if you need to. The bus is air-conditioned and the ride is comfortable. When you buy your bus ticket, you could tell them where you would like to sit on the bus. If the seat is available, they will accommodate you. I told them I wanted to sit on the second deck, right side, in the front row. They did accommodate me. Now it's time to crunch the numbers. Was it worth it to buy 2 one-way tickets and 2 buses, as opposed to flying? Both bus tickets cost a total of 373 Thai baht, which is $11.10 US. If I would have taken this same trip by airplane from Sukhothai to Chiang Rai, it would have cost me $70 US. So I did save $60 US, equivalent to about 2,000 Thai baht. Another important point worth mentioning, because we are currently in a pandemic, that's why they have the 2 separate bus tickets. In the past, you could just buy the 1 ticket and for the 8-hour and 22-minute ride to Chiang Rai. That's why you want to check before you travel to see if schedules have changed. If you would like to see my other videos on Thailand, please click on the link now. Thank you so much for watching.